like inflatable beach balls? Hmm? Yeah! Well, alrighty then. So, I've just heard about a new customer, and she would be delighted to come to this place. Ladies, meet Jamie. Well, hiya, Jamie! Hiya, Jamie. What up, what up? Oh, hi, everyone. It just feels so good to be the new member of this place. So, I was thinking about having a grand opening to my very own pool party, and I was wondering if you would like to come. Well, that sounds convincing. Like, totally. Well, looks like you ladies are excited. Hope you have a good time there tomorrow. And be sure to have fun, too. Now, don't worry, Miss Beverly Gainway. I've got everything under control. You'll see. Like, good morning, Lucy. Are you ready for the party? You better believe I am. But secretly, I was mighty skeptical about what the pool party would be like. I mean, hey, who knows? So when we were out to Jamie's pool party, we had no idea what was up with Lucy. I mean, her anxiety was getting the best of her. Indeed, it was true. None of us realized what was wrong with her. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Well, here we are, girls. Well, what do you think? Oh, goody. I like where this is going. Like, totally. It just feels good to expand, you know. Hey, what's up with you, Lucy? You don't seem very happy, do ya? Well, do you think it's all right if I was to speak to you for a minute? In privately, please? Well, okay, if that's what you want. From this point forward, my anxiety was getting worse than ever. So Jamie and I decided to have a private conversation because I clearly didn't want to mention this to the other girls. Especially if they're the friends that I love so much. So, what seems to be the problem? Well, I was just a little worried that if I come in the pool, I might sink. You can just tell by how overweight I am. Why, that's easy, kid. Why, I can show you how to float above water. All you need is a few examples. Like, you know Jade Bunny? Well, I'm not sure. Well, Jade is known for both inflating and deflating her body in different shapes and forms. Now, the first thing you need to do is hold your breath. Inhale the oxygen like you've never inhaled before. Like Jade, for instance. Okay. So you see that, Lucy? I've learned how to do that ever since I was created. All right, looks like it's time for your next lesson. Okay, Lucy, once you bounce, stretch your arms like this. Then, take a deep breath and pretend that you're an inflatable beach ball floating on water. Okay, I'm a fat beach ball. And just like that, I was ready. Jamie told me all the ropes, and my anxiety continues to inflate even bigger. All right, ready, Lucy? I guess so. Think like a balloon. Think like a balloon. Well, how do you like that? Lucy, you did it! Like, nice going, Lucy. Right. You're my girl. And so, for the first time, I was amazed of what I've done. The way I was able to float above water just makes me feel like I was full of hot air. To be honest with you people, I knew that Lucy's anxiety would deflate and that her excitement would grow even wider. I mean, hey, that's the beauty of it. Hey, Jamie, thank you for showing me how to float like a pool toy. Well, it's the least I could do. I can really be quite the expert at that. And I've just heard that Beverly Gainweight said that you're welcome with us anytime. Oh, really? You girls are the bestest. Oh, and speaking of which, since you've taught Lucy how to be as light as a balloon, it looks like we're gonna have to teach you how to be as heavy as a whale.
Gordon is a proud express engine and described as the fastest engine on the island of Sodor. One of his favorite moments was speeding along the line with the wind blowing across his funnel. Out of the way now! Express coming through! One morning, Gordon arrived at Knapford Station to pick up his passengers. Suddenly, James arrived. He was surprised to see Gordon.
Good morning, Gordon. You seem to be in a cheerful mood.
Indeed I am, little James. The Fat Controller has requested me to take some special VIPs to the Sodor beauty pageant, and everyone will be in filming process on public television.
Say, Gordon, this does raise a good question. Since when did we get a beauty pageant on the island of Sodor?
Well, to tell you the truth, whatever the script says goes. After all, the Fat Controller has assigned a contract deal with Universal Pictures.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. The way you explained it, at least.
I guarantee to you, James, that there is nothing on this island that can possibly go wrong. Soon they heard a whistle, and it was...
Well, well, what do we have here? James Andre Red Engine and Gordon. What's poppin', fellas?
Spencer, what are you doing here?
Well, you see, my friends, I'm prepared to take not only the Duke and Duchesses of Boxford, but also the VIPs to the beauty pageant tomorrow. And best of all, I'll be just in time primarily before another engine arrives with the rest. How do you like them apples?
Really? Well, you're not the only fast engine on this island, Spencer. Our Gordon can break so many records on his express line, and he's only painted blue. And if I were you, Spencer, I'd better watch out for him. You understand?
Yeah. Truth to be told, I'm gonna try and make believe I just didn't hear that sentence. Well, toodaloo!
Big bully. Stinker! Right. Pay no attention to Spencer, Gordon. I suppose that you should challenge him to a race. Perhaps that would prove that you're the fastest engine on Sodor. Now, I myself personally might have had my moments in the past when I was selfish, but even still, I think you'll be more splendid and faster than Spencer any day.
But Gordon didn't reply.
He just watched Spencer puff away right into the distance.
Next day, nothing else has changed. I'm not happy, complained Gordon. I know, smiled Henry. It must be boiler ache. Take my advice, Gordon. You might want to get those tubes cleaned. It's not boiler ache, Henry, grunted Gordon. Don't be vulgar. The only problem that I'm suffering is Spencer, he added. He had recently called me a slow coach and thinks that he can go faster than me. Well, do you know what I think? I think that Spencer's gotten all puffed up in his smoke box.
Well, try taking no notice of him, Gordon, smiled Edward. Think about it. Over at Knapford Station, there's a controller who thinks you're the greatest. And it's not because you're just a really useful engine, Gordon. It's also because you're the Flying Scotsman's brother. After what Spencer said, I'm sure that you can beat him in a race any day. So what do you say? Added Edward. Gordon skeptically thought for a minute, and then said, You know, Edward, you're right. Why should I be able to take a negative comment from Spencer when I can speed down the rails just like my brother? I'll prove to Spencer that I can be quick as him, 'cause I am Gordon, fastest and best, and I pull the express. Yeah, that's a boy, old chap. Now go out there and make us proud.
Right, here goes. Later that day, Gordon arrived at Knapford Station with the Wild Nor'Western. He was patiently excited to see who his passengers are. Okay, no sign of Spencer. This is going to be easy.
Good morning, Gordon! Didn't expect to see you here.
Likely. 'Cause as the Flying Scotsman's brother, I usually like to have a good long run to stretch my wheels.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's make a bet. If I win, I get the Wild Northwestern for a week via permission. But if you win, I'll shunt the troublesome trucks in the yard.
Right. I accept your challenge. May the best express engine win.
Just then, Percy chuffed in to start the race. Now, as you may know, this race contains only one lap from Knapford to the pageant. If you see an engine or two coming down on your line, warn the signalman. Now, on your mark, get set.
Give it up, Gordon! I can beat your speed just as much as the next engine on the island.
Don't be so sure about that, Spencer. You're dealing with a real express engine here.
Oh yeah? Watch me.
So Spencer went faster than ever, and Gordon followed. Then there was trouble. Spencer was finding himself going slower and slower. At last, he came to a stop altogether.
Your water tanks are run dry. We never took on more water before we started.
Botheration!
Haha! Guess I showed that Spencer who's the real express engine here. Well, here we are, the Sodor Beauty Pageant. The passengers climbed out of the coaches. Gordon was feeling proud of himself. He had won the race. Then there was trouble.
Yeah, that's like fine and dandy and all. But where's the Duke and Duchess of Boxford? They're supposed to, like, arrive here with Spencer?
Then Gordon remembered.
Oh dear, the Duke and Duchess of Boxford. I forgot all about them. Excuse me, ladies. I'll be right back.
Later that day, Gordon convinced Lady to take his coaches away and then raced back to Spencer.
Are you all right? I hear that you've run out of water.
You could say that.
Now don't worry, Spencer. My driver can call for help, and then we can pull the train together.
So, with Spencer's tanks full of water and his tender full of coal, the two friends were ready to make up for lost time. Finally, Gordon and Spencer chuffed to the pageant show. All the VIPs cheered and thanked Gordon.
Don't thank me. Thank both me and Spencer. Both fast, best, and pull the express.
Even Spencer had to smile.
And I still have a toothache. Well, looks like there's only one thing left to do. Well, see you later, Ralph. Where do you think you're going, stupid? To the dentist, Ralph. This tooth is killing me. Why, just look. No matter. I can help solve the problem for you. You mean via dentist? Oh, no, Davy. Don't you understand? I'm not stupid. I've seen cartoons like that once on the internet. Most of those depictions on those kids' videos would either be gross or kind of shocking, depending on the execution of the content. Not to mention those strange kids' games that appear on your iPhone, which we don't want to show, considering that we live in a squeaky clean website called YouTube. So instead, we can do this the Ralph Rabbit way. What's the Ralph Rabbit way, Ralph? Alright, I got the string. Now brace yourself, Davy. This won't hurt a bit. Oh, joy! Alright, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Hiya, Ralph. Now here's how things are gonna go down, Davy. I swing the ball, it yanks the string, and the ball comes back and knocks you flat. That's quite funny, Ralph.
So's your beak, Davy. But don't worry, I've got another idea. Okay, Davy, this time it's going to work. Maybe this time we'll use the doorknob, the old classics. Why, I've seen this kind of gag on multiple cartoons countless times. Okay, now be prepared when I give the signal. One, two, three.
Hey, Ralph, are you sure that this is gonna work?
Of course this is gonna work, Davy. What am I, stupid? So, our plot convenience should arrive just about now.
Uh-oh. See ya in Mexico, Ralph. I still say we should have gone to the dentist.
Here we go. I can already picture ourselves in jail right now. Well, that took care of it. I guess we won't have to deal with those negative Nancys for a little while. You got that right, Ivy. Amen. Well done, Supers. We did a fine job at saving the day. But all the same, I just can't help but think we've forgotten something.
Hey, Ralph, you got my tooth out. See? What did I tell you, man? I told you I'd get it out.
Cybertron, our home. For generations, it has been a peaceful world, until pride and a lust for power divided us. Now we fight enemies who were once our brothers.
Starscream. We cannot massacre these puny insects limb from limb unless we have conclusive information that I need.
Oh yeah? Well, just you wait. My time will come, Megatron.
It's you and me now, Prime. Give up!
Not as long as I have a spark, Megatron.